I wanted to talk about the topic of expansion. Let's try and expand our minds. What is expansion? Well, you might think when a shell executes that it runs automatically, like it just goes from input straight to output. Well, usually it goes through a few stages before then. So stage one is obviously input. We'll go through something called lexical analysis, which is a form of tokenization. Let's take this example, ls-l, and we'll use a variable for home. Variable for home is obviously the home directory reserved in bash. Now, we see it as the input coming through and the output. What it actually does is ls becomes token 1, -l becomes token 2, home becomes token 3. So this is the second stage, so tokenization concept, which breaks down into pieces. Now, what this will then go through is expansion. So it will ignore L and it will ignore -L, the flag, but it will expand on number 3, which is the variable for home. Now, what that will then do is it will go through each of the expansion types. So you've got about 7 different types of expansion types, from like file type, tilde, arithmetic. For this, it's obviously variable. We're using the $sign. So what that looks for then, when it goes through the list, it will look for the $sign for the variable. And then that will then expand it. So it will look for the location. It will look for the meaning of that variable. In this instance, the variable meaning is home daggy. Now what that will then do is it will go through the command execution stage, where token 1 and token 2 for ls and the flag -l, and it will identify it as a command. And then it will put them all together. So that then comes as ls-l with the variable of home, which has gone through the variable expansion. Click enter, and that will then go through your output, your standard output, or if something went wrong, your standard error. So this is a very overview example of what expansion is.